Why do so many Canadians feel broke, even when they are working, earning money, and trying to be responsible? You get paid, the money comes in, and then suddenly it disappears. Rent, groceries, debt payments, subscriptions, phone bills, transportation, insurance, and random expenses all hit at the same time. So today, let's break down the real reason your paycheck disappears so fast in Canada. Welcome to Investing with Pankaj, where we make personal finance and investing simple for beginners. Today's video is not about blaming people for buying coffee or ordering takeout once in a while. This is about understanding the real cost of debt, rent, food, and subscriptions, and how small monthly expenses can quietly turn into a big financial leak. This video is educational only and not financial advice, so please do your own research. Let's start with the big picture. According to Statistics Canada, Canada's Consumer Price Index was up 3.2% year-over-year in May 2026. That number sounds small, but your personal inflation may feel much higher because everyone spends differently. If more of your money goes toward rent, groceries, gas, debt payments, or insurance, your real-life budget can feel much tighter than the headline inflation number. Food is one of the biggest reasons people feel the squeeze. Statistics Canada reported that food purchased from stores was up 4.3% year-over-year in May 2026, outpacing the overall inflation rate. Fresh vegetables were up 9%, and tomato prices were up over 45% year-over-year. So when people say, "Why is my grocery bill so high?" they are not imagining it. Even basic food items can move a lot, and those increases hit your wallet every week. Now let's talk about rent. Even when the rental market starts to cool in some cities, rent is still a huge pressure because it takes a large share of monthly income. CMHC reported that the average rent paid by all tenants for two-bedroom purpose-built rental units rose 5.1% in its 2025 rental market report, and the average two-bedroom rent was about $1,550 in the purpose-built rental market. For many Canadians, rent is the first big bill that eats the paycheck before anything else can happen. And here is the frustrating part. Asking rents may be softening in some major cities, but that does not mean everyone suddenly feels relief. CMHC's 2026 mid-year update said asking rents were declining in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, and Ottawa as supply improved, but average rents paid by existing tenants were still increasing. So two things can be true at the same time. The market can cool for new listings, while many renters still feel squeezed by what they already pay. Next is debt. This is the silent pressure that can make even a decent income feel small. Statistics Canada reported that household credit market debt reached about $3.25 trillion in the first quarter of 2026. The household debt to disposable income ratio was 179.6%, which means there was roughly $1.80 of credit market debt for every dollar of household disposable income. That is a huge number, and it helps explain why many households feel stretched. Debt becomes especially painful because it does not care how you feel this month. Credit card payments, car loans, student loans, lines of credit, and mortgage payments still show up. Statistics Canada also reported that the household debt service ratio was 14.75% in the first quarter of 2026. That means a significant share of household disposable income was going toward debt payments. For beginners, this is why debt can feel like a weight on your budget before you even start investing. Now let's make this real. Imagine someone earns a decent paycheck, but rent takes a big chunk first. Then groceries are higher. Then a car payment or transit costs show up. Then credit card interest takes another bite. Then phone, internet, streaming, gym, cloud storage, delivery apps, and small subscriptions quietly take more. By the time they try to save or invest, there may be almost nothing left. The problem is not always one big expense. Sometimes it is 10 smaller expenses attacking at the same time. Subscriptions are one of the sneakiest budget killers because they feel small individually. $10 here, $15 there, $20 somewhere else. Streaming, music, storage, apps, memberships, delivery passes, premium tools, fitness apps, and gaming services can quietly stack up. The CRTC reported that streaming-only Canadian households increased from 23% in 2023 to 29% in 2024, showing how common digital entertainment has become. Subscriptions are not bad, but forgotten subscriptions are dangerous. This is why budgeting is not just about cutting everything fun. that usually does not work long term. The real goal is to separate your needs, your wants, and your leaks. Needs are things like rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, and minimum debt payments. Wants are things you enjoy and choose intentionally. Leaks are expenses you barely notice, barely use, or forgot you were still paying for. The fastest win is usually not cutting all joy. It is finding the leaks. Here is a simple beginner action plan. First, look at your last 30 days of spending. Do not judge yourself, just look. Second, highlight the big four: housing, food, debt payments, and subscriptions. Third, cancel or pause anything you do not use. Fourth, make a debt plan if high-interest debt is eating your income. Fifth, build a small emergency fund before trying to invest aggressively. A budget is not a punishment. It is a map that shows where your money is actually going. So why do Canadians feel broke? Because many budgets are getting squeezed from every direction: rent, food, debt, transportation, and quiet monthly subscriptions. The good news is that once you can see the pattern, you can start fixing it. You may not control inflation, rent prices, or interest rates, but you can control awareness, planning, and the next decision. Protecting your cash flow is the first step before building wealth. Do your own research, comment your thoughts below, and subscribe to Investing with Pankaj for simple personal finance and investing lessons for Canadian beginners. Educational only. Not financial advice.